Welcome to a video that has been quite the long time in the making. And hey there folks, it is Saturday, April 12th. The time right now is 4:04 p.m. and the temperature here in Unionville, Markham, Ontario is about 9 degrees Celsius. And as you can see by the sign, this is a heritage conservation district settled in 1794. And even the bus stops have kind of an old-timey appeal to them. And look at that, a digital sign letting potential riders know when the next buses are coming. The frequency isn't very good at all, but the information certainly is. They have payment terminals as well located outside. It looks like a couple of bike racks. And this here is Highway 7. But for this one, we're going to be taking a walk up Main Street in Unionville through the heart of this historic area. This is Highway 7 and Main Street, Unionville. And this is a video that has been requested numerous times. I always said to myself, one day I'll take the GO train up here, which is a bit of a walk from where I am now, but it's definitely doable, and make a video. But I've got a car for the weekend, courtesy of Rome Auto. I'll put a link to them down in the description. They offer flexible weekly and monthly plans with no contracts or long-term commitments. Do check them out. They're Canadian owned and they do offer home delivery, but thanks to them, I was able to drive up here from Midtown. I stopped at Pacific Mall on the way and made a video. And I continued on up to Unionville. I'm not used to people riding on the sidewalk like that, but I guess it's legal up here. Then I continued on up here. I parked just north of here at an old train station. That home there apparently dates back to 1879. This is certainly a very charming part of Toronto's suburbia. I think the only thing that even compares to this is probably Oakville by the lake. That's a rather charming area as well. There's definitely an old world charm to this place. I've only been here a few times, and I haven't been here for over a decade or so. So we're gonna head north. We'll take a quick look at the old train station. And then it'll be through the historic downtown, where there's a lot of shops and businesses. There's a park with a lake at it just to the north of here. There's no doubt a lot of history in these properties. Markham itself has, I think, just under 350,000 people living here. But this Unionville area Has around 35,000 people. It's a rather popular spot for locals to come to on the weekends. I imagine in the summer and fall, when the leaves are changing colors, it would be quite busy. Central United Church. When I was walking down to where I started recording this, I looked this up. This church dates back to 1821, but I think the current building went up in 1849, making it one of the newer buildings in the area. That house has certainly had a new facade. And the old train station is just across the street here. Looklistenlive.ca. Makes sense. I want to be paying attention to the cross train tracks. Right across the street here, as this is where the historic train station is. So we'll be heading north up the main street here in a moment. I parked just along this stretch here. I believe it's free. It said no overnight parking. Pathway closed. No winter maintenance. All right. This is the old train station. This was built in 1871 by the Toronto and Nipissing Railway Company. And it served as a key transportation hub in the area. Up until the early 90s, and just south of here, a new GO train station opened up. And you'll notice it's just a single track. I think the plans are to double this up. I think this is part of the Barrie line. If not, it goes to Stouffville. I'm not too familiar with the GO system in this area. Someone will let me know down in the comments. But the old station has been restored and now serves as a bit of a community hub. Here's a plaque. Unionville's railway heritage. The Toronto and Nipissing Railway. So let's head back to Main Street. Stiver Mill Cultural Center. But how ridiculously charming is this area? Oh, there's no sidewalk on that side of the street. No parking for buses, limousines, and commercial Vehicles, unauthorized vehicles will be tagged or towed away. That's one of the advantages of being in an area like this. You can usually nab free parking. There's a plaque. This is one of Canada's oldest remaining railway stations and one of the few 19th century stations still in its original trackside location. So this building was restored as a community center in 1989, apparently, according to that. There's a recycling depot. That was open and full of people when I got here about 20 minutes ago. The Unionville Planning Mill. Maybe I'll come up here and live stream sometime. I'm just checking my speeds. And I think this is where the historic downtown begins. There's a cafe called The Alley. It's almost got the feel of something you'd expect to come across in like a Disney park or something. And this street is closed for traffic. I wonder if this is like a weekend thing or if it's just construction. The little square. Stairs closed due to no winter maintenance. All right. Well, if that's a weekend thing, they sure could come up with nicer looking signs. I'm just going to take a quick detour to look at a few of these homes, then I'll go back to the main road. That's a high school just on the left, maybe. That little street there is E.J. Lennox Way, a famous architect. Yeah, and a number of masterpieces in the city. Oh, that's not a school. That's like a pretty modern condo. Well, the download speed was pretty fast, but the upload speed, not so much. We're gonna end up, I think, at Too Good Pond Park. I looked up some of the top businesses here. It listed Smash Kitchen and Bar, Old Country Inn, Blue Ocean Cafe, Toyosu Markham, and Bowl Key Restaurant. There's an Indian restaurant. That old church is now a luxury renovation showroom. Well, it looks like it is construction up ahead. Cosmetics, gelato restaurant, lingerie and shapewear. That's definitely old-timey sounding. Oh no! Much of the charms are going to be blocked by this construction. Well, maybe we'll walk up this side and I'll come down on the other side at the end, just so we can say we saw both sides. It's an old fire hall. I apologize, I did not know this was going to be under construction like this. All the more reason to come back at a future date and live stream it. I think there's where a lot of people are parking.
Both agreed it was okay.
Neat looking tavern.
We went to a waterfall, we went to a beach, we went to...
There's the Old Country Inn and restaurant. McKay Art Center. Frederick Horseman Varley. Go to a Bucks. All right, I think the Too Good Park is just up here on the left. There's a curling club. Rouge Valley Trail. Oh, here we have the Varley Art Gallery of Markham. I think Varley was an artist, and some of their work is on display there, as well as rotating works from other Canadian artists. The Impact Church of Nazarene. Let's take a quick walk along the Wilbur Latimer Way, part of Markham's Rouge Valley Trail. I'm going to see if there's a way to wander back. Yeah, we can take Pomander Road, which is just over there, over to a park. But let's go get a look at this little waterfall feature coming up. Some really nice looking homes over that way. Oh, there's a bridge. If I had known, I would have gone over that way and crossed over here. Well, notes for future self to follow. Yeah, let's go on that bridge and get a look out anyways before we leave this nice little area. This is Too Good Pond. I totally would have planned my walk as a circuit coming up that street over there. And crossing this pond, but this works. Unfortunately, we can't get a closer view. I'll come back maybe in the fall and we can do a stream. I'll explore this area a little bit more in depth. think the trail looks just like this all the way around the pond. There's this brush on the right kind of covering up some of the view. What a charming little area. Let's check out some of the residential. Unfortunately, that street just north of here leads to a dead end. It's got some huge homes on it, but I think I can turn right here and loop back to the side of the street that was closed on Main Street. Good old Pomander Road. I imagine property values in this area are pretty sky high. And this is all probably farmland, which is why the builds are newer. There should be a path coming up just on the left that'll lead us into a park, the one with that curling club. As lovely as this area is, I must express my disdain for the lack of a sidewalk. Especially when you have people parking in the little gutter they carved out, or a painted line masquerading as a sidewalk or bike lane. I realize you can probably hear my shoes quite loudly. All right, we'll cut through Crosby Park and head back to the main street. There's definitely enough here. Come spend an afternoon. You can take a nice walk, grab lunch or a meal, go to a cafe. There's a baseball diamond, curling rink. We're going to cut over to the main street. Hey, a public school. And we'll just go down that last stretch that I couldn't access earlier. Then I think I'm gonna do a live stream driving back home. Probably gonna hit some traffic, but oh well. Just got a whiff of manure. That was weird. I don't see any stables or anything like that around here. You can live right on historic Main Street. I don't know if this was rebuilt or an entirely new build, just kind of done to blend in with the area, but it looks pretty good. All right, it's time to...
Yeah, it's a, what's it called? It's a hazard here. It's a hazard this week.
You guys ready?
No, I think we're gonna.
All right.
Through on foot here. Hey, Thea. Wait up, you're missing all this great construction stuff.
Jake's Pub and Grill. That's the C.H. Silver House dating back to 1907. Even though it's all dug up, I'm still glad I came. Hey, a Dairy Queen and Orange Julius.
Hey, you're gonna go play later. Why are you just back to pee on my bed? Korean chicken. Korean chicken.
The old Fire Hall Confectionery. All right, we've gone full circle. Pretty sure that's not a parking spot. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this one, walking around the historic Unionville neighborhood here in Markham. Curious to hear your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do on YouTube, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I've got an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. And there's also a link to Rome Auto. Thank you to them for hooking me up. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.